One of the things that I would ask initially is that, I mean, this is a huge undertaking. Do you feel comfortable in the staffing and the infrastructure that you have in place that you're going to be able to handle? And when you said was an emergency turnaround of 2 weeks for someone to get a check, I mean, that's pretty incredible. Are you in a position where you feel comfortable right now?
Yes. Let me just say, the Deputy Administrator of the program, Camille Byros, is here today, who's working on those very issues concerning staffing. I can say that we will supplement the existing staff that's already on the ground in the Gulf. There's about 1,000 people. We will increase that staff. We will increase that staff with local people. This cannot be administered from here. I've learned from 9/11 and other similar tragedies. I mean, you got to have local people who are trusted in the Gulf. And if this committee has ideas as to who some of those local people might be, I would appreciate names. But we think we'll be able to do it. Now, the 2-week turnaround, the emergency payments, already BP has distributed over $130 million. I think the emergency payments will continue. We will accelerate them. We'll make it even more efficient and transparent. The longer-term lump sum payments that Congressman Graves, that have been raised by the member from Oregon, that's going to take a little bit longer, but we want to get in place as soon as we can a facility to pay lump sum as well. It sure would help if the oil would stop. It's very hard to come up with lump sum payments in total satisfaction of your loss when you don't know if the oil is going to continue to spread and reach your business. So once the lump sum payment program can't work until the oil stops.
Well, I appreciate that. And you had mentioned about keeping the facility open 33 months after 9/11. Obviously, we don't have an end date when the oil is going to stop, so it's impossible to predict that. One of the things that I would ask, I saw you on TV the other day, and you had mentioned that a lot of the small businesses and folks don't even know how to file a claim or know if they are eligible. And I'd be curious to know what's being done proactively to reach out to these people, to let them know what the claim process is and how easy is the claim process, and maybe if you can just talk shortly about what the claim process actually is.
That is a fundamental question, making sure people file. I can't help them if they don't file. I've got tremendous help from Governor Barber, Governor Riley, Governor Jindal, and Governor Critz. All of them are working to spread the word, get it out on the internet. Electronic filing is going to be permitted, including corroborating documents all online if you want to do it that way. The Postal Service called me. They're willing to put claim forms in every post office in the Gulf. I heard from the Postmaster General on that. We are going to reach out every way we can in community town hall meetings, various other ways to disseminate the news. The claim form itself is relatively simple. It is not complicated. If you'll go to one of 35 claims offices that are already set up in the Gulf, 14 alone in Louisiana, there are people there who will help you fill out a claim. If you want to make an appointment to come in when you're not working, there'll be somebody there to help you fill out a claim. It is not that difficult, especially the emergency payments, when we will require much less corroboration than we would otherwise require for a long-term lump sum payment. So we're working on that.
Well, good. Thank you. And you know, coming from the 9/11 experience that you have, I'm sure you're putting into place, or there is in place, protections against fraud, people coming in with fraudulent claims. But going beyond that, what I'm thinking is that, you know, you have industries that may be completely impacted, and the people who were working in that industry aren't able to come back at all. And is there going to be opportunities for retraining and those types of funds to help people go into new industries?
Not on my watch. It's a wonderful idea. Whether or not there'll be opportunities for retraining or shift in job opportunity, I've got enough challenges with this claimant fund, as you've heard, without getting into that. But I think it's a fabulous idea if there are other state and federal government agencies interested in that.
Time is expired.